Hi everyone, in this video we're going to show you how to book customs with your next Freightos.com shipment. To walk us through the process, we have with us Sharon Shamrock, Senior Product Manager at Freightos.com.
Hi, nice to be with you today, Devara. Yes, I'll be showing you how to book a shipment on the Freightos.com marketplace with customs brokerage, and then showing you how to manage your shipment and customs brokerage post-booking.
Okay, so here we have our search. The first thing that you need to do is to enter your origin. Where are you shipping from? So are you shipping from a port, in which case we need a port code or an airport code? Are you shipping from a factory or a warehouse? Which country are you shipping from? Let's do a shipment now from Shanghai. And then the destination, the same thing. Are you shipping to a business address or a warehouse or a port? If you're shipping to an Amazon or ShipBob fulfillment center, you can select that through the fulfillment center flow. If you need your goods to be warehoused with the freight forwarder before courier delivery, then you can choose the last mile delivery warehousing option. I'm going to choose a port, and I'm going to do Los Angeles. Okay. Then what are you shipping? So if you're shipping, so you can't ship containers to an airport, but you could be shipping containers or loose cargo, boxes or pallets. I'm going to put in 48 by 40 pallets. Then need to add the height and the weight. Okay, and then about your goods. So over here you put in your goods value. I'm going to put in a goods value of $10,000. You can change the currency. We also support euro and pounds. The goods value is used to calculate insurance costs and also to calculate the single entry bond. If your shipments contain hazardous goods, we only ship batteries, but you would indicate that over here. And are your goods ready for pickup? So if they're ready for pickup, then the freight forwarder can get on to arranging that for you. If they're going to be a little longer, you can indicate that as well. Okay. And when you've filled in the search, click on the next button. Okay, so here we have the recommended services screen. This screen tells you how to get your goods, what services you need to get your goods from your specific origin type to your specific destination type. So in this case, from a factory to a warehouse. For example, if you're shipping to a port or an airport, destination charges would be included in your quote unless you indicated otherwise. If there's no loading dock at pickup, then you would ask for a lift gate. If there is one, then you could leave that off. Insurance, we really recommend adding insurance onto your goods to insure your goods. If you have your own insurance, you can turn that off as well. And this section over here is the customs brokerage section for US imports. So if you have a customs broker, then you would turn that off. And then if you have a customs bond, you would turn this off over here. If you need a customs bond through us, then you have two options. The single entry bond is calculated based on 0.5% of the goods value, plus any duties, a percentage of duties over $10,000. It's only good for one use. And you'd also need, if you're shipping via ocean, you'll also need a $75 ISF bond. There also could be other fees depending on what government approval your goods need. So if you need FDA approval, for example, there'd be an extra cost for that. If you have an annual bond, that's a flat fee of $450. It's valid for multiple imports over a 12-month period and can be used for multiple providers. So if you book with freight forwarder X through our platform the first time, and then the next time you book with a different freight forwarder, you can still use that annual bond. You can also use it off platform, meaning it belongs to your company. And there are also no extra fees there. There's no extra bond fee. It's all inclusive. So if you have a very high goods value or very high duties value, or if you're importing multiple times in a year, then we recommend getting the annual bond. If you're importing into your country of residence, that's fine. If you're a foreign importer, you need to indicate that over here. There is an extra charge for that. And the known shipper, if you are a registered known shipper with the TSA, then you can indicate over here. And if we have any rates that are special rates for known shippers, you'll see those in the results. When you've configured this to your liking, you can click the Confirm Services button, and it'll take you through to the quote. So here we are on the results page. You can see here that customs brokerage is provided by Clearit. For all the sellers on our platform at the moment, they're using Clearit for US imports. And if the customs brokerage is provided by the freight forwarder, by the seller, you won't see this label on the tile. If you want to see the cost breakdown, to see what's included in the quote, which we recommend, you can see all the breakdown of all the charges. And at the bottom here, you can see the Clearit customs brokerage section. So we have the $100 for import customs clearance, and this is the $50 single entry bond fee. Because I'm shipping, in this specific case, I'm shipping to an airport, the ISF bond is not included. But if I were to edit my search to a port, to a seaport, then okay, so now we have a search with a seaport. If you scroll down, you can see that the ISF fee and the ISF bond are also included, as these are fees that are only for ocean shipments. Great. So when you're ready to select a specific quote, click on the quote that you want to book, and you'll see a summary here of exactly what's included in your quote, who your customs provider is, how much you're paying for customs. Duties and taxes are not included. That depends on your specific HS code and what commodities you're shipping. In terms of the validity of the quote, there'll be an expiry date on the quote. You should take notice of that. If your goods are not gated in at the port by the state, then you might be subject to a general rate increase. And you can see the terms of booking over here. Once you are ready to book, just click on Confirm and Book Shipment. Since this is our live site, I'm not going to book a shipment here. I'll move to our test site, where I will book a shipment and show you what happens. Okay, so here we have a test shipment. There are just a few things you need to fill in before we can send your shipment off to the seller, to the freight forwarder. First thing over here, if you want, you can add in your PO number, your SKU, or an internal reference. You know which shipment is which. The first step down here is the company billing details and payment. So once you've filled in the billing details, click Save, and you'll be prompted to pay by either credit card or wire payment. This section here is to fill in the contact details. We need the consignor, who's the exporter of record, or usually your factory. You can add their details, and then delivery address and the consignee, the importer of record. Once these addresses are saved to the system, you'll be able to simply select from your address book for future shipments. This goods section here will ask you about your commodities. These are for customs purposes. So over here, indicate how many commodities you're shipping. So for example, 3 commodities, then each commodity should have its own description. The more full the description is, the better. It helps the customs agent to know how to classify your goods. If your goods are already classified or you have a preferred HS code, you can put that in over here. Over here, you need to upload a couple of documents. So if your commercial invoice, or if you have more than one commercial invoice, you can add those over here. Those are required in order to ship. You can also upload a packing list. The packing list is recommended. It helps the customs agent to get your goods through quickly. So if you have one, it's worth uploading, but it is an optional field. Over here is the customs section. This is where you sign a power of attorney. This gives Clearit the ability to handle customs on behalf of your organization. It also allows Clearit to share certain customs information with Freightos.com so that we can show it here in the system. That is the statuses of your customs clearance, and also the 7501, which has a detailed breakdown of what you've paid for customs, which you'll be able to access from the Freightos dashboard. If you've already signed a POA with Clearit on a previous shipment with Freightos.com, you won't have to sign it again. If you've previously used Clearit off platform and you've signed a POA with them, you will need to sign another one because of those terms that I mentioned of being able to share some data with Freightos.com. So once you click on next, you'll be asked to fill in the power of attorney authorization. If you are authorized to sign the power of attorney on behalf of your organization, there are just a few short questions and you can digital signature and then you're done. If you're not able to sign the power of attorney on behalf of your organization, you'll be asked to fill in the details of who is authorized, and they'll be sent an email and they'll be able to follow those steps online and digitally sign the power of attorney as well. Once you've completed this, your shipment will be verified and sent off to the logistics provider. And also the power of attorney and commercial invoice and all the other relevant details will be sent off to Clearit. If you've purchased an annual bond, there is a form that you'll need to fill in for that as well. The annual bond, obviously being annual, is something you'll only have to do once every year. And Clearit will be in touch when it's about to expire to help you to purchase a new one.
Thank you, Sharon, for that walkthrough. Hopefully this cleared up any questions about booking customs with your next Freightos.com shipment. If you're ready to try it, head over to ship.freightos.com.